The title of the video is not clickbait. I truly believe in a society, a future, a possibility for our generation to stop doom scrolling and an end to brain rot. I truly believe this. I know what you are all saying in the comments down below. No, but my friend over there, my friend at the metro, my fellow brother in Christ, my fellow sister in Christ, in the metro are doom scrolling as well. They're the same age as me. They're watching garbage. Everywhere I look, everywhere I go on my dating apps, and they're always mentioning Tim Cheese, John Pork, women and men trying to be funny, quirky with their brain rot references. On the street, wherever I walk, I hear a bunch of young kids talking about, no way, bro, no way did Aston Hall do that stuff, bro. He wakes up at 3 a.m. Bro thinks he's in an edit. Bro, we got this sandwich before GTA 6. Unironically, if you speak like that, just end it. Just end it. I don't mean your life, I mean your addiction, obviously. But, further on that, sorry for the chair. Hopefully you don't hear the noise in the background. Beyond brain rot, society beyond brain rot, I really believe is possible. It's not a thing that will be possible without your help and without you changing as a better man and as a better person. How you do this step by step is removing Instagram and then accessing it only either through your PC or through a browser on your phone. Same with YouTube. You can actually just watch YouTube on Firefox or just on Chrome, and then you don't really have to deal with the Reels. I mean, it's so hard to access Reels through that format that it's almost impossible to get addicted to it. Same with your PC. You just download a couple of ad blockers. That's what you can do personally. So don't blame society for constantly pushing down this narrative through your throat. Change life for the better for yourself. Don't be a doomer pissing and rubbing and crying in your own cum or your own piss or your own shit. Take yourself by the hand and take your balls or whatever other ovaries or whatever other thing you have and be a human and stand up for society, stand up for your generation. But beyond that, that's very nice what I just said. Nice little motivational message for you to listen to next time you go in the gym. But beyond that, people more and more are associating knowledge of the internet and internet images, internet memes. People are starting to associate those things with negative concepts. If you were on, Reddit back in the day, if you weren't in tune with the latest meme, or, in society you didn't know about the latest trend, about the latest Charlie, whatever trend, if you didn't know how to plank, if you didn't know how to dab, if you didn't know how to do the fucking fidget spinner and go around, you were deemed a loser. You were deemed a loser in your class because you didn't know about these certain things. And now, more and more, we are starting associating those memes with negativity, right? We're not purely at that point where we're starting to reject it as society completely, but we're approaching there. If a person is too knowledgeable in, whatever lore about Speed or Annalie Choppa, these types of horrible, destructive YouTubers, they're called unemployed, right? They're called people who don't work, unproductive members of society. Get a job, little bro. Get a job, little bro, and get a job and touch grass. We're at the brink. We're at the brink. We're starting to take these things and we're starting to associate knowledge upon these things with negativity. We haven't made that leap of faith yet, that Kierkegaard leap of faith yet, to end it all and just actually understand that our happiness and, having a laugh with a friend shouldn't be based on memes and knowing this thing. It actually should be based on memes or funny things that happen in real life, right? It shouldn't be based on just this garbage that everybody else listens to on the internet. It should be more than that. It should be something deeper, more enriching, right? Art, either that would be art or memes, but through your family and friends. Like, that's how you should build a society, not through these inside jokes of fucking nerds on Okay Buddy Retard, right? On these fucking horrible Twitter, these horrible apps, right? r/tendies. Hopefully you don't know what that is. It should be more than that. It should be something deeper. So I feel that we're at that brink. We're starting to associate brain rot with negativity. Even the word brain rot is very, very negative. Brain rotting your brain. And we're almost at that point where we're gonna take that leap forward and completely disassociate. That's my hope. But before we get there, and it's gonna be a long way there. It's gonna be a long journey. And don't pray for an easy life. Pray to be a stronger man in this horrible brain rot society where in order to make friends at school, you need to know the fucking in-depth lore of fucking Tim Cheese and John Pork, right? Beyond that, you need to be a stronger man yourself and associate with people who are on the same sort of path as you, who deem brain rot as something that is destructive and spend their time usually doing something else. Usually if you make one friend who's not into that brain rot cycle, he'll introduce you to more friends. He'll introduce you to more friends. You sort of follow this upward spiral. And hopefully everything goes well. But first, clear the problem yourself and delete all these apps and just access them through a web browser. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can build a better and brighter future for yourself. And think about your kids. Do your kids want a dad who is knowledgeable about Nietzsche, about Kierkegaard, about the philosophers of society, who knows the in-depth lore of Napoleon? Or do they want a guy who gambles all day, watches Tim Cheese, TikTok Riz Party, lore videos, who falls asleep to icebergs about fucking Minecraft or the top 10 characters in Lego Marvel superheroes? Which dad would they rather have, and which dad would they rather talk to, and which dad would they, when they're becoming the process of a dad, would try to emulate, right? Do you want to be the rich dad, or do you want to be the brokey brain rot dad? So thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a good day and see yourselves in the other video. But hopefully one day you can end this and your addiction, even to my channel.